This tutorial will take you through the process I use to recreate complex Minecraft backgrounds in Animation vs. Minecraft. So first you will need a Flash extension called Pixel Tools. You can download it in the description or go to the website below that to find it. Double click it and it should open the Adobe Extension Manager and install itself. So now you need to add it to your toolbar. Go to Edit, Customize Tools panel and pick which tool you want to replace. I chose the 3D translation and rotation since I don't use them. Scroll to the bottom and click on Pixel Freehand tool and add it to your toolbar by clicking here. Do the same for Pixel Eraser tool. These are the ones you will need. Then select the old tools and click Remove. Now you can choose the Pixel Freehand tool from your toolbar and draw pixels and erase them with the Pixel Eraser tool. The next step is optional because it's fairly complicated, but for me it was extremely necessary to make keyboard shortcuts for these two tools. So there's no option to add a keyboard shortcut to these tools the traditional way by going to Edit Keyboard Shortcuts because it's not listed as one of the tools. So the workaround to this is creating a custom command and adding it through the command section of the keyboard shortcuts. I've created these commands and you can download their files in the description. Once you've downloaded them, you need to add them to your commands folder. For CS6, the commands are stored here. Finding this folder is the tricky part. In Windows, press the Start menu and type %appdata%, click Roaming, go back a folder, go to Local, then Adobe, Flash CS6, en_us, Configuration, Commands. I don't know how to do this with other versions of Flash or with other operating systems like Mac. That's why I said it's optional. But essentially all it is a single line of code stored in a file and dropped into the commands folder. Once the file is in the folder, go back to Flash and go to Edit Keyboard Shortcuts and under Drawing Menu Commands, click Commands and your tools should be there. I chose semicolon and apostrophe for my shortcuts. Now you can activate the tools just like any other tool. Now that that's out of the way, here's how it's going to work. The idea is that we make the pixels the same size as the Minecraft textures and use a bitmap fill instead of a color fill to paint them in. The default Minecraft textures are 16 by 16 pixels, but I doubled the size to 32 by 32 to accentuate the hard edges of the pixels and make the blocks bigger. So with the Pixel Freehand tool selected, go to the properties and change the size to 32. Now your pixels are 32 pixels wide. Now we need the texture files. I've provided the texture files I used in a link in the description, but if there are textures missing, you can do a Google image search with exact size dimensions, or extract the jar file in your Minecraft folder to find the textures. A lot of complicated stuff that you can Google. Select all the files and drag them into your library. Now you can drag any block you want to use onto the stage. Select them all and hit Ctrl B to break them apart. Now using the eyedropper tool, you can pick that bitmap as your fill color and paint using that block. And whenever you want to choose another block, press I and pick another block. And use your keyboard shortcut to select the Pixel Eraser tool whenever you make a mistake. And that's about it. One trick that I used to give the illusion of depth was to have Minecraft blocks on different layers, and then in between the layers adding a shadow to make one layer appear like it was on top. You can do this by making a circle, applying a gradient fill, selecting black for both points, but changing the alpha of one of them to 0. Then you can add this circle wherever you want. Sometimes you need a linear gradient extending from all four sides of the room to properly imitate the shading of the walls. So that's how you paint with Minecraft blocks, and if this video helped you, please leave a like, and if you have suggestions for further videos, please mention it in the comments. Also don't forget that I have a Minecraft channel which I update fairly regularly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.